96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Gentlemen, take your marks. Set.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Great is thy faithfulness. We don't go anywhere without God's help. Ladies and gentlemen around the world, this is the 497th episode of Track World with Alpheus Finlayson on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. I have news, and I have great news. And I will tell you this, that a young lady is my co-host around the world. And I have seen several people who are tuning in to the show, and we hope that they are on different platforms, and hopefully we will hear from them because it was more than 416 people watching. The great news is that my co-host for the evening and for many evenings will be Philippa, who worked with me at Imperial. Please tell us just a bit of yourself, Philippa.
Good evening, Alpheus, and good evening to all of our listeners out there. I am Philippa Arnett Willie, and I'm happy to be here with Alpheus. Been an athlete my early years, might not show right now, but I love sports. Of course, I love the sport of athletics, and which includes track and field. I love basketball. I love football. But I'm happy to be here, Alpheus. I've been to the 96 Olympics, 2004 Olympics, 05 World Championships, Carifters, CACs. I've had the opportunity in the far background, but yeah. I've been there. I've been a part of the team, earning my spot there. So happy to be here with you this evening.
Well, you didn't tell them that your mother is family. Oh, that's important. Your mother is family, and your father was somebody as a junior at St. Augustine's who beat everybody in the long jump.
So I've heard. The big cheese.
Just remember, Charlene Thompson is in New Jersey, and she is listening. Thank you very much, Charlene. Thank you so much. And so, Ricardo, you are my guest. And what I would now say that Track World is brought to you by Sun Oil. Awak Holmes, my bestseller book, From Vancouver to Athens, 50 Years of Bahamian International Track and Field Competition, AFD Management Services. Freeman DeVoe is the CEO, Petroleum and Energy. Well, the Garden of Eden, where the one and only William Bethel will take care of you. The sushi is off the chain, as the young children or the old children say. Then Vaughn Culver Insurance Brokers, Kalina Insurance, where I have been a financial services representative for a million years. And my daughter, Alexis Hanna, is my business partner. We are the A-team at Kalina. And let me say this. The first A is Alpheus. The second A is Alexis Hannah. And we are the A team. Okay? So, now the last one is the Bahamas Olympic Committee, who is sponsoring this. And that is it. And what we want to do is take a little break. I'm missing one particular thing, and that is that on Wednesday, Frank Rutherford got the first, he had bronze, but he was the first Bahamian in an independent nation that made a difference. And every now and then I talk a little bit more about Frank Rutherford because he was able to make the finals in Atlanta.
That's right.
In between. So I want to do that for him. So is there anything you want to say, Ricardo?
No. First of all, thanks for having me, both you and your co-host. And it's always good to be on Track World. This was a staple of mine early on when you started, and it's good to come back again, especially during these exciting times of the Olympics when we get to talk about what is happening with our Bahamian athletes at the Olympics. And so it's good to be here. Both Alpheus and Philippa.
Well, look at who here, Paul Fernanda. Hello, Paul. Thank you ever so much. Paul went to a different school, but that's a topic for another discussion.
Those who wish, to those who wish.
I shouldn't be saying this in Guardian Radio. Oh, yes. So we now go to our first commercial break, and upon our return, we will encourage people to call in.
Yeah, last week we had numerous calls. I mean, it was really good, all the feedback we got. And so we're hoping to have an exciting show just like that. And let's give them the number so they can call in like last week and send in your messages.
When we start.
When we start, okay.
Yes.
Hello from the Shell Fuel Labs, where my team of dedicated scientists develop Shell fuels for your car.
For over 100 years, fuels innovation has been at the heart of everything we do.
Since our first ever branded petrol in 1907, we've broken records, supported Ferrari F1 to win Grand Prix, and pushed our fuels to the limit.
Now, every time you fill up your Shell, your engine will benefit from our passion for innovation, helping you to get the most out of every tankful.
With over 100 years of quality fuels innovation,
You can be sure of Shell.
I am Bernard F. Hanna. All of you should know me as a Sting. I've got the very first copy from Vancouver to Athens. You know, I'm so excited because to be the one to have the first copy, I know what it was for Hawk for over the years, his dedication and his excitement, his commitment to bring this bestseller book to us. And I'm excited to have in my possession not only one copy, but two copies from Vancouver to Athens. 50 years of Bahamian International Track and the Field Competition. This is great stuff. So I'm urging all of you to get your own copy. You could get it from Logos in the Harbor Bay or Nassau Station is on Rosetta Street. or Chapter 1 at COB or at Coral News and Gifts in the domestic section of the Linden Pinland Airport. Let me tell you, man, you will never regret it. This kind of information that you get in this book, it's just terrific stuff. Good sports history, true and factual, you know. So I urge you, just go and get it and keep a copy and even give your friends a copy. And you know, more than one reason I am more excited about having this book. Look at page 200. And you will see me there in live and living color performing. Number 200, you will see Bernard F. Hanna performing, and that is my fulfillment, one of my big fulfillment of having this book.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the lines are open, and the numbers to call are 325-4316, 325-4259. But I need to say something important right now. I've been told that Lucius Fox has gone to the big league, and he's the 8th Bahamian who's gone to the major leagues. And then we talk about Kai Jones. He was the 19th pick, and guess where he is?
Charlotte Hornets. He's gone to he was picked by the New York Knicks, but
he's gone to Charlotte Hornets?
Oh yeah, he was
gone to
traded to the
Charlotte
Charlotte
Hornets.
Hornets right after
On
that.
draft night.
Oh
Yes,
man,
right on draft
y'all
night.
follow these things.
Yes.
What do y'all do in the night?
Follow sports.
Anyhow, that is a great thing. That is a great thing, and that's what we're talking about. So, is there anybody who wants to call in? 325-4316, 325-4259. Please do.
And Alpheus, we have two persons joining on my Facebook here. I see Odessa Francis, one of my co-workers. She is live. Come on, Odessa. Good to have you. And one of my good friends, Derek Burrows. Good to have you join as well. We hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you ever so much. Now let's talk about. Do you listen to the people who say that Warholm or that? Talk about the 400 hurdles. Talk about the 400 hurdles.
Whoa!
David Thurston. David, you listening too? Thank you ever so much, David. Thank you ever so much. You hear what I talked about?
The 400-meter hurdles.
Yes.
Let me tell you, that when I looked at the Olympics and I highlighted a couple of events that I wanted to see.
We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, that was one of the events that I wanted to see. And why was that? Because I saw the U.S. trials and I saw Rai Benjamin, and he looked in good form. Yes. And then, of course, just a few weeks ago, we saw that Karsten Warholm, that he broke the world record. And that time,
yes.
At that time. And so we knew that he was in good shape. And so to have both Karsten Warholm, am I getting his name right?
Karsten Warholm. Yeah.
Warholm, yes.
And Kai Benjamin.
Right.
Somebody else.
To have them clash in the finals. I knew it was going to be an explosion, but I really thought Rai was good. I thought Rai had him.
Yeah.
But the time, think about it. 45-95.
But who was the other person?
came in third.
Brazilian.
That was Dos Santos.
Dos Santos.
Dos
Exactly,
Santos.
right out of the NACAP
Brazilian.
area.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, my. Ain't that something else?
Alpheus, I remember watching him in 2019 at
Yeah.
the Pan Am in Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica.
And he, of course, was still a junior athlete then.
Mm-hmm.
And he was phenomenal. That was the year, I mean, a couple of the athletes were outstanding. There were junior records broken there at that 2019 Pan Am in Costa Rica. Believe me when I say he was ready from then. So I knew he was putting it all on the line because, you know, he looked excellent during the rounds. But no doubt, I think Karsten definitely from the start, first from the rounds through the semis, I love Rai. I absolutely love Rai.
Yeah.
I love Athing Mu, but I knew Karsten had it.
I want to tell you a little bit about her
I knew
later.
I knew
So,
he had it.
so I just want to say, Charlene says Bahamas doing great things on the world stage. And then, okay, David says the Great Hawk Band, wonderful show. You know, we went to school out east too, and I had the opportunity to give him some advice many years ago to switch from one event to the next event, and he was a good man from then. Charlotte, thank you ever so much. Charlotte is somebody who knows more track and field, but you know, she will do it here. And when I see her, we will talk about it, and that is it. So, talk about.
Well, let me tell
Wallon,
you.
yeah.
Let me tell you that record is so outstanding, because when you think about it,
flat 400.
take a look at the semifinals of the flat 400.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were at least two athletes who ran a 46
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the flat 400.
Yeah.
Here he is in the hurdles running a 45 high. That is an outstanding
10
record.
high hurdles. Those hurdles, if for our listeners, if you've never been on the track and seen the high hurdles for the men, the hurdles can, if they're how high they are,
At
they-
least 3 feet high.
at least 3 feet high.
At
Yes.
least 3 feet
So
6,
sometimes
yes.
some of the hurdlers, it's like literally almost up to their chest.
Yes, yes.
So it's amazing to even watch them, particularly in the short hurdles, like in the 110-meter hurdles. Watch men do that because sometimes the hurdles are literally up to their chest.
You're absolutely
Those
right.
hurdles are high.
Well, the interesting thing is, you know, he won in London, London World Championships. He won,
Yeah, yeah.
and he was a junior. How old is he now?
I have no
From London.
Then-
But he is a young boy. But the thing in life, listen to this, please. In life, things progress. Don't tell me that's going to be the last thing.
25 years.
Yeah,
He's 25 years old.
yeah. So the progression.
Yes.
Charlotte says, hi, Hawk. We enjoy. Now, in terms of the lady who came from South, what do you call it? The new country.
Namibia? Namibia?
No, not that. It's the whole place shut down, and I'm trying to understand it. But the somebody made it. The mother made it a point to get her. I think it was to Norway or one of those places.
Oh, you're talking about Hassan.
Hassan.
Hassan, who ran the 1500. She won
No.
the 5000. Not her.
No,
And
no,
like
not
the
her, not
10,000?
her. No, the girl who won the
800.
the 800.
A thing moved.
I think
Move, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
who's
yeah.
a U.S. athlete? Just say that.
Yeah,
Just
no,
say
I'm trying to explain it so the U.S. got her. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
She is a phenom.
And you look at her.
She is a phenom, Alpheus. I mean, I've watched her all collegiately, all the collegiate
Mm-hmm.
season, and every time she touched the track, particularly I love watching her in the 4x4.
Oh, the
Oh
4x4.
Yeah.
my goodness, she is phenomenal in the 4x4. The things that she did for her
At
college,
that young age.
at that young age, that 800, watching her run that 800 today was so, I mean, it was like a wonderful experience to see someone so young run such an experienced race. She ran like a professional this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
She ran like a professional.
And Philippa, like you said, on the college scene, she was splitting 48s in the 4x4.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so the truth is, she would have been a medal contender in the Open 4.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Texas
Dexter
A&M
Fernanda.
lover.
Dexter Fernanda is watching. I don't know.
Hi, Dexter. Tell him I
Hey,
said
Dexter,
hello.
what's
Hi,
happening?
Dexter.
Is that the religious one or that's a brother?
I think that's the religious Dexter. I think that is.
Okay.
Right?
No, there's one who is in charge of the what am I saying?
Where?
The youth choir.
Oh yes, that might be
That's
that
Dexter.
singing Dexter. Right,
That's
exactly.
Dexter, yes.
Right,
Dexter's in
right,
charge.
right. From
I told Dexter
Inland Revenue.
I told him I will help him to go to New York with that choir, and people will pay what is it, $250?
Dexter, I hope you get a raise
At least
from this.
$250. Yes.
Dexter is a godsend at the Inland
Yeah.
Revenue. He is a godsend.
Yes. I understand.
He
I
knows the
understand.
business in
Yes,
and out.
yes,
Awesome job. Awesome.
Yes.
He's a
Yes.
wonderful gentleman.
So
But yes, Alfie, I think Moo is she's more than a phenom. Texas A&M has, a gem in an athlete. That is a gem. And I had the opportunity again in Miramar to, I think I spoke with the gentleman from Trinidad and Tobago who ran the rounds of the 400 meters. And he told me, I think he coaches at that school. No, not Jareem Richards. What's the other guy's name? It wouldn't come to me. He was in the
Lendo?
rounds. Exactly, DeAndre. And he said to me that, even though she's such a phenom, they still have to massage the girls. How could someone like that be on a collegiate team and the rest of the team not holding on to that and running for their lives? Something to watch. And definitely I would love to see her progression in the sport because she is phenomenal.
let's see what Charlotte says again. Said, Moo said that the 800 is her first love, and they were calling her back. That's why she only did the 800 meters. Her first love.
19 years of age. She
Yes.
is, she has a lot to come in that event. But Alphys, you talking about the age 19, we have a lot of standouts in this Olympics right now in Tokyo who are very young. 18, 19,
Yes.
17-year-old.
Yeah.
Who's in the 200 meters.
man.
Oh, excuse me. Just let me recognize. First of all, Davina Francis, she wondered if that young lady has turned professional.
Who's that? Athing Mu?
Yeah,
She hasn't confirmed it as yet.
she hasn't finished school.
Well, she doesn't
she's-
have to. The choice is
Of
hers, of
course,
course.
of
But
course.
at this point, I think she's going to return to Texas A&M. You
Wow,
know? Yeah.
that would be-
Well,
But
Texas A&M?
that's where she is, Texas
Oh,
A&M.
well, you know who went there? A young lady who did the hurdles. Went to St. Augustine's before your time.
Michelle?
I'll remember. No, not
your
Michelle.
time.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Your time
Yeah,
is
she was a
long.
hurdler. She was a hurdler at Texas A&M.
Okay.
Yeah, hurdler at Texas A&M. So Valentine Knowles is watching.
Awesome. Awesome stuff.
So that is. By the way, I know many people are driving home and they're listening to the show, and as I said, there are plenty of people, as I say, who are watching. But you look at this, you can't find them because they watch, and they tell you that they watch it, and that's how it is.
And listening. Some
Yeah.
video and so.
Yeah.
I was having some audio problems, and someone just said that they had to log on to Guardian 96.9 in order to hear.
Well, let's talk about my event. My event is a triple jump.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
my God.
All of my brothers did the triple jump.
Oh, my
The four of my brothers did the triple jump.
Okay.
And Spence is the youngest one. So he did some things at a school out east. But that's a topic for another discussion. But what I'm saying is that what is the name of the young lady? What is the name of the young lady, my brother? I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Which one? You're talking about
The
Bahamian?
triple jump, not no Bahamian.
The
but
world
triple
record.
Jump,
Who-
the world record.
The world record.
Oh, okay. Boy, I'm at a loss. I almost said Brittany Reese, but that's the long jumper.
Exactly. No.
Who's the triple jumper?
Rojas from Venezuela.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that thing was,
Last jump.
yeah.
Last
it was
jump.
6, what was it?
What's that? Her
The particular,
I don't have it. I can pull it up for
I
you.
have it someplace here. In any event, she was just something else.
Yes, she did. I watched that from the start to the finish, and believe me, I mean, that whole competition was very exciting from the start to the finish.
Yeah.
The whole competition for the women's triple jump, as was the long jump.
Oh, yeah.
That was early today. I mean,
Yeah, the long jump.
I
Was
missed the long
outstanding.
jump.
listen,
The long jump was
It
outstanding.
came out early,
the women are shining at this Olympics.
but did it
Alpheus.
come out early?
What's that?
No, you see, I go to
women's long
sleep
jump?
sometimes. I can't sleep in the night, and when I get, I'm missing it.
Well, in the women's long jump, they were playing tic-tac-toe because
Oh.
they were moving for the top three. It was Nigeria, USA, and Germany.
15, 19, 15, 9, but it is a little bit more than that, is it? She has it in the metric.
Okay.
Yeah, Rojas.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. So, could anybody, well, the numbers to call once more, 325-4316, 325-4259. And if you're home, make a call. There's no challenge with that. Please make a call.
Yes, Alfie, the results for the triple jump women, that was Venezuela taking it, the gold. That was Yulima Rojas. And Portugal came in second.
Oh, yes, yes.
That was Patricia Mamona. She
Yeah.
did very well as well. And then Spain took the bronze
Yeah.
in the likes of Anna Pelletiero.
Okay.
Yeah. But Alpheus, our athletes are doing as well. I mean, the Bahamian athletes are out there to finish. We had 2 finalists in the 100-meter hurdles. Unheard
But
of.
that
a
don't
first
happen.
for us.
The
Exactly.
first time it
hurdles.
happened. First
Exactly.
time.
We're a sprint nation. I mean, we of course would love to see the sport evolve and have the distance and the mid distance. Right. Well, we had two hurdlers in the
Olympics.
right
Yeah.
in the
In the
Olympics
finals.
in the semifinals.
In the
In the
semifinals.
semifinals, right?
One made
Devin
it to the
Devin
finals.
made it to the finals.
Yes, Right. yes.
You know, but at the end of the day, they have both. They have, Patria, of course, participated at the last Olympics in
She
Rio.
was 6th.
Exactly,
And
in the
made it to the
finals.
finals,
And made it to the
absolutely.
finals. She
Yeah.
was a finalist.
Yeah.
And now here comes Devin. So it shows progression in the sport. That was 1 in 2016, 2 now, 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
2021. So, that's a big step up for us in the hurdles. We've watched the likes of Shawnee, we've watched the likes of Steven, and they have been pioneers for our sport as well, even though, not forgetting the forerunners, the Paulines,
Yeah.
and, we can't ever forget them because we stand on their shoulders. But definitely watching the likes of Shawnee and Steven right now in the 400 meters, even in the short sprint, the 200, it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are definitely putting some serious sport tourism out there for us.
Yeah. Putting on.
Somebody is on the line. Good evening, caller. And who are you?
Good evening. I am doing very well. My name is Derek Burrows.
Yes?
Glad to get through.
Hey, way to
You
go.
and your panel. I just wanted to. I guess I wanted to jump right into the most. I guess the hottest topic around right now regarding Shawnee's performance. I know the whole country was looking forward to her snagging a medal in the 200. So I just wanted to kind of see what your thoughts were on, I guess, the impact of the 400, the short turnaround time, and and I guess the fast track. I just wanted your thoughts on that.
Anybody
and
wants
also
to take
say,
it?
Too, that the team is definitely. The team definitely looks well. I think she looks good for the 400 as well as Steve.
Well,
Definitely. I would say this. Hi, Derek.
Hi.
I would definitely say what Shawnee has done definitely is something great for the Bahamas. I mean, she went out there and we know that she gave her best. I mean, it might not have looked like that. She's already spoken, I think, publicly and said that, she felt a little something in her leg. We know that the 400 is her baby, so we're going to pray and hope that she's coming back in that 400 and she will be what we know her to be in the 400 meters. I think for certain, I'm sure she did not stand on the line, not believing that she was not going to cross that line as a medalist or push to be in that top 4, top 3, top whatever it is, So we don't know what happened other than what she's explained to us already. And
she explained to a journalist or whoever it was.
A Bahamian journalist.
Yeah.
She spoke to our. Yeah, that I think the.
she spoke to Sheldon then?
Correct. I think it was
Sheldon.
Sheldon and
okay.
Marcellus. Yeah, one of them. I think she's Marcellus.
Oh, okay.
Right. I think the recording came from Marcellus. So for me, I think that was humility because a lot of times if you feel the way you would think she probably would have felt coming across that line, I walk straight past the reporter.
Yeah.
But. So I think we have to give her kudos for that and just pray that she gets healthy. If, like how she was saying, she had to go to her trainers and, work at whatever it is, what's going on with her leg, and hope that she's going to show up in that 400 and be the Shawnee that we know. No matter what, we know she's young, she'll be back.
Right.
And Philippa, Derek, really thank you for calling in. When we really take a look at all of the factors, let's really look at it. The day before, Shawnee had two 200s. She had the rounds and she had the semifinals.
Yes.
The morning after, when everybody else was resting and they could sleep late and their legs were...
She was doing the 400.
She had to get up early. She had to go through her routine to
right.
do the 400 rounds.
Less than 12
and she
hours.
ran 50, which is pretty good. And then...
50.50,
Yeah, and then whilst everybody else was still...
Hey,
she
look
had to
here,
warm
in track
down.
and field, you can be general, okay?
Well, what happened is for a woman, anything in the 50s is a strong run, and so and after that she had to prepare for the finals of the 2, and here it is. She's coming off of tired legs, having run now 3 times in the last 24 hours.
Agreed.
And so I knew she was tired, but. You know what? If we are so disappointed as her fans who are cheering her on, imagine how disappointed she was after training for the last number of
5 years
to get to this
5
point,
years.
and having the hours and all of the effort that she's put forward.
Agreed.
I know she was disappointed,
Yes.
but
Would you believe this? The next Olympics will be in 3 years
yes,
That's right.
in
Yes.
Paris.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Afis, think about this. We touched on this earlier last week. Remember, for Allyson Felix and for Michael Johnson, they gave waivers and leeways and adjust the schedule to allow them to do that. They didn't do it for her, and that's why she had so many races in such a short period of time.
Yes.
And really, the 400, she is the defending champion.
There are only a few
Women.
people who
Yes.
have gotten that.
Yes.
Right.
There are only a few.
Right. But
Just
how many-
remember that now.
But how many people have requested it? I'm saying she's
Plenty of people requested it, but only a few people get it.
well.
We don't need to
well, the
bite
fact-
ourselves up
yeah,
about that.
But the fact is, they have done it for other folk before.
How many? You tell
Yeah,
me the
well,
names
I
of the
just
people.
I just gave you 2, and if they could make an exception in the past, they could have done it for her instead of putting her through what they did. But
So
but-
who
but
is
key-
the person who makes the decision?
Well, I assume it's the Olympic Committee, whoever that board is. But my thing is this: the hamstring injury. I'm glad that she shut it down because Philippa, you've had
running on a curve. Running on a curve is not easy. That's literally where you're driving
Exposing.
on exactly. You're
But
driving on
does
a
she like
and
to
she's
run
tall.
from that lane?
That lane is
It's less of a curve.
It's less of a
It's
curve.
less of a
So it's
curve.
better for her. But the truth is, after running 3 hard legs and the hamstring, if your hamstring goes as a runner,
You can't drive from your toes.
you
can't drive
that's
from
it.
your toes.
You have no acceleration. That's it.
Yep.
You're out.
Yep.
And so she made a good decision
Yeah.
not to push it.
I want to say a special hi to Janice. I think Janice was saying hello. Hi, Janice out there. That's my soror.
Oh,
But-
yes.
But no, I think when we talk about a hamstring, let's go back to, I think that was 100 meters with the gentleman from the Hughes guy from Great Britain, who was a favorite to medal in that 100 meters. His interview, which, I mean, it just somewhat does not add up, but in his interview, he mentioned that he was feeling his hamstring rather than lifting his hand. He ran out. But my take on it, I don't know about you guys, as a sprinter driving out the blocks, I'm like, if you have a hamstring, you can't push off the blocks because your toes,
you have a hamstring, you ain't
if
supposed to
you're
be there.
feeling your hamstring, you cannot push and drive out. You would either fall flat or you will jump up and, like jump around, But at the end of the day, we're going to support Shawnee, and we definitely, 242,
Absolutely.
we just want the best for her, and we're going to hope for the medals and just stay positive because at the end of the day, that's all we want. I'm going to tell you this. I pray she stays positive. I mean, stays healthy because I think this is our changing of the guards for the women's this year. That 4x4, if we're able to get that 4x4 off Team Bahamas, the women, I think we have a medal in the likes.
I think so too.
I think we do.
And one comment here, someone just sent us a note. A thing pro. So
Okay.
she's already in the pro ranks.
Okay.
Okay.
And we also got something else in our messages. Tanya Woodside, that's
That's
the
her.
sack hurdler.
That's her.
Yeah, thank you. Whoever
Thank
this is
you.
who sent it, I don't know. the
400
name of the
hurdles.
person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So definitely, I think we're doing well. And then if we talk about the other athletes as well, Stephen is looking very, very strong.
Now
My goodness.
The question is, Pauline was talking about, what's his name? The fellow who split, he did...
Grenada from Grenada,
yeah.
Karani
You
Jones.
see how fast he went out?
Yes.
And when we talk about Stephen Gardner, and let me tell you, I believe Stephen, he had more in the tank. So you've not seen the best of him yet. But we also have to take a look at his foes and who he's running against. And Karani James ran a 43.88. He didn't even run that in the World Championship. So he's back.
Yes, he is.
He's back. Zambrano, who got a silver behind Stevie in the World Championship, ran a 43.93. So he is in it. And then we know Michael Norman and Cherry are always going to be competitive. But guess what? Stevie looked like he had another gear.
Yeah. Always another gear. Somebody is calling. Good evening, and how are you, and who are you?
Hi, Hawk. This is your next door neighbor on Collins Avenue. Mr. Store.
Oh, Mr. Store.
Yes.
Talk, my brother.
Listen, I want you all to give me a prediction for the time for the 200. I say 1939.
What do you mean? A prediction, the time for the 200?
The
men's
men's 200.
200.
The men's.
That guy from the U.S.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Man, he's looking good.
Yes, he does.
He is looking good. And with Stephen, I think that's a hands down if no entry bound. And you see what he run with a full T-shirt.
So look here. Stephen should do well.
I'm telling you.
But we're talking about the competition.
I know, yeah.
Okay?
He's
so
talking
he
about the
wants a
200
prediction.
right? He wants a
He wants
prediction.
Oh,
in
you're
the
talking about the 200.
200
Sorry,
meters.
sorry.
Right.
The
So
200
the
meters.
200
yes.
meters, we have
Give me all the
Jareem
time. He's the one
Richards.
you are giving me all the time.
Right, we have Jareem Richards who'll be running for TTO for Trinidad. We have
Okay.
Noah Lyles of USA. He'll be running out of lane
He's
3.
talking about Noah.
Right.
Yeah.
Aaron Brown is going to be running out of 4. That's Canada. Arion, that's the Knighton guy. He's 17 years old, Alpheus.
Yeah.
And he looks in the best form of his life
Yeah.
right now. Andre DeGrasse is right there
DeGrasse,
next
'cause
to
he
him.
ran the
But DeGrasse is the
Ran 17,
Yeah.
19.72 in the semi.
73
Right,
in
right.
the semis. Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be something else.
Star,
That's going to be an awesome race.
Star-
That's going to be an
that-
awesome
that's-
I would
that's
go with a
gonna be
19.5.
That's going to
I'm
be
gonna
a
go
bound
19.5.
runner.
I'd
I'm
say
thinking
19.5
and change as well. I'm thinking 19.5.
Yeah, I would call a 19.5 somewhere
19.5.
around about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
When is that?
Not 1909. Eh? That ain't gonna happen
When is
soon.
the finals?
the final is August 4th.
Oh,
and
August
it'll
4th. That's
right. It'll
Friday
go
then.
off. Yes.
Yeah, Friday.
And that'll
Good,
be
good,
I think
good.
7:55.
Anyhow, Hawk, I'm enjoying the show.
But let me say this. That same fellow we're talking about, oh man, he has the black hair now, but he's going to change his hair. He's an entertainer. It makes a difference. And his hair is like his mother. His hair is like his mother. And I think that he would be the one to do completely well.
You're talking about Ben Narak. I think that's who
No,
you're talking, Kenneth.
no.
Oh,
The
let me
Knighton,
tell you,
the
Ben
Knighton,
Narak-
the Knighton is Knighton
No,
is
I
a
ain't talking
regular
about the
normal
Knighton.
guy.
It's a normal guy.
Yeah, Knighton is the normal guy,
I
and
think
he's
he's
the
talking
fastest.
about Noah Lyles with the
That's
color
what I'm
thing.
talking
He's
about.
Noah Lyles.
But Noah Lyles here is
But let
No,
me
you
tell
got to see his hair. His
but-
hair is like his mother.
okay.
But Kenny Benderak, let me tell you, he is going to be in the money.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched him. I've watched him at the U.S. trials. I've watched him here. My son is a big fan. My son cannot. And let me tell you, he looks like he's going to be in the medals. The Canadian looks good.
The
DeGrasse.
Canadian would be in it.
Well, I mean, you have two there. Brown looks good, but DeGrasse also.
Only
looks
DeGrasse. Only DeGrasse. They can't run like DeGrasse.
I think DeGrasse is he's going to put his foot in it, but I definitely think he's going to have to run hard, Alfie.
He has hard.
No, he's been there, and
Yeah.
it's always good when you've been there because you've
Several
tasted
times,
before,
yes,
right?
yes.
So
Well, let me tell you
we're
a
gonna
little
see.
bit
It's gonna
about
be an
him.
exciting one.
So 9:00 tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Be at your television to watch the finals of the 200, the men's
Okay,
200.
okay. I said DeGrasse's people are from Trinidad and Tobago. And they went to Canada. We had the opportunity of talking with the lady in Beijing or one of those places.
Okay. I didn't.
They went to Canada. Plenty of people go to Canada, you know.
yes, definitely.
What's his name? What's his name? The fellow who
Bailey.
Bailey and all of them. Yeah, it is something else because it is an option.
Yes,
Not going to the United States. Yes, that's what I'm
but
talking about.
definitely. But Alfie, I would love to give props to the collegiate girls that we have on the team, in the likes of Donisha Anderson from University of Florida. We have Megan Moss, University of Kentucky.
Yes.
We have
daughter.
Brianne Bethel, University of Houston.
Yes.
That's Megan. Megan is at University of Kentucky, and I am leaving out one. It's Mega. It's
Now you had the high school girl, the Kathria Cooper.
Lakati didn't go,
Yeah, she didn't
so
go.
she's not there. No, there's still 3 collegiate girls there. There's
Okay.
Megan Moss of University of Kentucky. There's Donisha Anderson from University of Florida. There's Brianne, who'll
That's
be
it?
running University of Houston.
That's it.
That's the 3 there. And then
that's it.
Shawnee,
Shawnee
And-
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I really think that our 4x4 girls will be good. We want to also say, and give kudos to our Tania Gator running the 100 meters. Alonzo Russell, he went off in the 4 also with Stephen Gardner. And while they weren't successful to the finals, we know that, they definitely gave their best. And they've represented Team Bahamas well.
And Philippa, sometimes when we look at our athletes and we know, you being an athlete and me having sons and being a coach, when we take a look at all that they put into that pie to get them where they are, we have to encourage them and we have to
yes.
congratulate them.
Yes.
Not because they didn't make the final, didn't mean that they didn't give their all. And, we still have to say thank you to those
Oh,
athletes
yes.
who give sweat, blood, and tears to get us to even get to the Olympics. You know what the qualifying standard
Let's
is.
not leave out the swimmers. I left out the swimmers. Isaac Bastian and Joanna Evans. They also really, really represented us well.
I don't think people understand sometimes what it takes to get to the Olympics. The qualifying standard for the 400 meters is 44.9.
But let me ask you
How many
something.
people can run a
But let me ask
44.9?
now, things have changed. The things have changed. You see that? What I am saying is I love the swimming people. Now, sometime in the past, the swimmers were a little bit better. Fellow who was the Minister of Tourism, his daughter would sing. I mean, we tend to forget
Oh,
these
she
people.
does. She was actually on 2014, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Van der Poel.
Yeah,
Van der Poel Wallace.
Van der Poel Wallace.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
She, Ariana.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. She was an excellent swimmer as well. Yes, she was with us in 2004.
But the other
Definitely.
thing there is that people tend to forget. We have not just the Olympics, they travel all over the world just like us for track and field. Okay? No, I don't mean it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the Olympics, but everybody is going to be going to the World Championships in where is it?
Oregon.
The new
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah,
oh,
Eugene,
Hayward
Oregon.
Field. Oh, Hayward Field. Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to be there.
Well, you gotta be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. So let me talk about some birthdays.
And then we have Olympics moving closer to us,
yeah.
right in North America, back to Los
Yes.
Angeles.
So my niece is Fenella Finlayson. She has a birthday.
Happy
I don't
Vanilla.
call women's age.
Happy birthday, Vanilla.
And then on the 3rd, we have Father Toppin.
Okay.
Father
Birthday,
Toppin.
Father Toppin.
Okay. And then Tanya Hanna, this is a different Tanya, the singer who hangs out at, what's the name of the place near Government House?
She's at Imperial Life as well?
No.
At the same Tanya Hanna?
She
No?
she
Okay.
used to work with us for a
Okay,
while,
same
and then
Tanya
she
Hanna.
decided
Correct.
that's
Okay.
that's enough. That's
Yes,
enough.
yes.
Oh,
Happy
they
birthday.
play some good.
Music, jazz.
And then I need to just mention my good cousin Wendy Stewart.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
Happy birthday up there, wherever she is.
Okay.
Wendy Stewart.
Bless her soul.
Okay? And then I would like to just give some, what do I call it? To some people that I know. And one of them is none other than my good cousin, Joe Johnson, who just passed. He just passed. He's from Smith Hill, South Andrews.
Okay.
Just passed.
Is he related to the Joe
Johnson,
Johnsons
the
from
Grand Bahama?
no, out at Adelaide, who's running the place in Adelaide? Avery?
I'm not sure.
No? Okay.
I'm not sure.
I think that's his last
Yeah,
name.
I'm not sure. I do know him, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But his wife, the Fergusons, is our cousin from Exuma.
We extend our condolences.
Yes,
Definitely
yes,
to the
yes,
family.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and then Robert Johnson. Used to go to Government High.
Who
He
runs?
just passed. No,
Oh, okay.
went to Government High. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it's
yeah.
academics.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that is it.
Yeah.
I think that it is. Anybody. I mean, I give condolences to everybody because everybody is challenged. Everybody is challenged. People are dying here, there, and all over the place.
This is a time.
yeah,
This is definitely a time. And again, this is why we should even more appreciate our athletes all of the athletes internationally, even most importantly, of course, our Bahamian athletes, because in this time right now, in COVID, to stay healthy, to be to stay healthy, and even
7/18.
to stay healthy and mental. Because people don't understand that this sport is not just physical. It's also mental. We see that even with Simone Biles and gymnastics.
so many
and on so many levels. So Michael Phelps, exactly. When you watch these athletes, it's like that's their life, and after that life, what is there to do?
And Philippa, not to cut you off, but that's why it was so disturbing what happened with the BOA and the B3As with respect to our 200-meter athletes, because the mental aspect is so important, and we don't want to cause any issues with our athletes. But
let me say something. There is a B3As, and there's the Olympic Committee, and there's the big Olympic Committee. There are some things that need to be done, and I will leave that just like that.
Absolutely. Well, whilst I'm on that, and we started to talk about some of our athletes that did not get some of the kudos that we ought to give them. First of all, let me say Samson Colebrook.
Oh, yes, I
only
forgot
qualifier
Yes.
for the 100 meters.
That's
He only
indeed.
went to round one, 10.33 was seventh, but he made it. He qualified, and he had to go under 10 to qualify.
And we want to say congratulations to him because he just
Yes.
graduated from Purdue as well. Purdue
Yes.
Boilers,
That's
exactly.
good. And then Anthony Strawn, she semis and did a season's best,
Yes.
22.56, and that was outstanding. She's
Stepped up.
rounding back.
Yeah,
she's
she
not where
stepped
she
up.
was,
Right.
but she's coming on strong. And then high jumpers. we
gosh.
forgot Jamal Wilson.
Wilson.
Nobody
That's
forgot
University of
them.
Texas.
That's right.
Nobody forgot them.
That's
But
right,
let
and
me
Donald
say,
Thomas.
And Donald
But let
Thomas.
me say,
13th. And
Donald
16th.
is 37. Okay? I don't know how old your friend is.
Jamal.
But all I am saying is, the older you get, you will have some good times and not good times. That's how it is.
Absolutely.
Now, I have somebody in Australia, and guess what? She is a short putter. I had the opportunity of giving her kudos at the World Juniors in Kingston. She will never forget me. But I'm saying she is old.
But
That would be like Mike giving the medal to the medal to Elaine Thompson.
Yeah.
But take a look at the throwers, the discus.
Oh my goodness.
What's the name of the
The
lady?
physique changing.
What's the name
the
of the
hammer
lady?
throwers.
They're not as
Guess
big
what?
as they used
Guess
to be.
what?
It's about
The
strength.
older athletes are dominating those events, the throwing events. Look at the hammer, look at the javelin, look at the discus, and look at the short put.
The short put.
The hammer.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the.
Hammer throw. She was 35.
Yeah, the
she's
hammer
35
throw.
from
30,
Poland.
yeah.
From Poland. Yeah, she's 35.
Yeah, but she's been around, She,
Absolutely.
Three
been around,
three
yes.
consecutive gold
Been
medals.
around, yes.
Three
Yes.
consecutive Olympic gold medals. So she's made
and I started to look at that here.
I know, right?
But that is
She got frustrated,
But that is the trend. That seemed to be the trend in this Olympics on the female side, where the older athletes, the mature, the experienced, the stronger ones have really done well.
And I think we're trending somewhat there too as well, Ricardo, because when you look at our athletes giving props to Carrington Maycock, Coach Maycock, Mr. Cartwright, and
Yes,
Dawn
Cartwright, Maycock.
Johnson.
Yeah.
When you look at the field event athletes right now, particularly the young men, oh my goodness,
Oh,
they are
man.
throwing. Oh wow, Alpheus, the field events athletes are a little. They're stepping above and
Yes.
beyond right now. What the
Juniors are breaking our national records
over and over again.
Yeah, they're going to another level.
Anyhow, could you? Oh, by the way, Kermit Ramming, thank you so much for all that you have done this evening. Now, could you just say one thing about being here today, this evening?
Well, very happy to be here on, Track World. and Guardian Radio 96.9. Definitely right now during a time such as this with our Bahamian athletes showing up and showing out at the Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. And I just want to say go 242. We are definitely looking for a medal. Stephen, in Shawnee, in our 4x4 girls, and and even more to come from Team Bahamas, even in the junior athletes. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you to our listeners, and it's been a pleasure.
Well, great is thy faithfulness again, and it always works. Not in your time, in his time. Ladies and gentlemen around the world, we have had great news, and I am talking about what we have done. We don't need to go over that again, the sponsors and all of that. But I want to say there's something that most significant. Anybody ever heard about Hiroshima?
Yeah.
When is that?
You mean why?
When is not why? When is Hiroshima?
Where? You mean the bombing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Way back, the U.S.
So,
We heard about
what U.S.?
Uh,
It ain't got nothing to do with the U.S. It has U.S.
Okay.
But I say Hiroshima. On the 6th, that's when they were bombed.
Right, but that's what I said.
Yeah, he said
the
it.
nuclear bomb, right.
The nuclear
Yep.
bomb.
The nuclear. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That was the
I
bombing.
didn't.
said
You
bomb.
got to
He said
talk.
bombing.
You got to talk a little louder
Yeah, everyone
for
knows.
everybody to hear you too.
Okay.
Because if I can't hear you, remember I have this on,
Okay.
and I would have to take this off to hear you. In any event, I think that is something else. Now, Japan has gone through so many things. Japan has, I mean, what it is, they have the people who fly well, and they dealt with China and all of that, and those were the days, And as a matter of fact, they had an opportunity the number of years since they beat what's the name? Where we from?
Caribbean?
Pardon me? No, man.
Where from?
No, I am talking about where we were. We're talking about the Japanese. They had a thing of 50 years or whatever it is beating the Japanese. And they had a big thing for that, But the Japanese don't fool around.
They're
They
showing
don't-
up in Japan, though. You see that? You see the Chinese in
Oh,
the
yeah,
100
all over
meters.
the place, all
All
over the place.
over in the 200. Oh, my
All
God.
over
They're-
the
yeah,
place.
they're showing up. They are definitely showing up.
Well, thank you, and thank you again. And next week, we're going to have all kinds of things. And when is the last time anybody is going to run? What about Stephen?
Stephen goes off in the 400-meter finals. I think that's tonight or tomorrow.
I think
Let's confirm it.
But he
before we
doesn't
go
have
off.
2 days in between?
No, it's tomorrow morning our time, but it's tomorrow night at the 13 hours.
Tomorrow morning our time?
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning our time.
Well, I guess I'll get up early. Thank you ever so much. See you again.
Thank you, too.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.